Hello, and welcome to another video. Here we are playing some more solo shuffle. Obviously, I'm currently playing my horde character. This is a blood elf, I think. That's the right terminology. Always get all the elves a little confused. I think the void one's the one that looks pretty cool, but I think that's alliance only. I was thinking about race changing this to orc, but I haven't totally decided yet. I remember I just randomly queued up this character. I know that the MMR was like relatively the same as my alliance character, but it needed to get its rating up. And I think this game I played right before hitting Conquest Cap. I think this is like the end of week 2 or something. I'm a little behind in video footage, but I only have so much free time, so regardless, this game was pretty fun. One thing I do have to ask for you guys, how do you get out of the frozen thing? Like, I know that I had like 5 seconds on frozen there. I ended up getting out of it. Is that because I got damaged, or is that because like my healer saved me there? I don't know if that's actually cleansable or anything. This is kind of like my first time dealing with frost mage, I guess, in a sense, or at least like a frost mage that's kind of annoying. I don't think he played it well though, so like I don't really feel like super oppressed in this match. I believe in the situation. The rogue had said go ret, and I feel like that was probably a good idea because just staying on mage is a little bit harder, and I feel like ret, if he wants to do anything, since he has a lot of burst, he's probably like one of the higher kill potentials. It's probably better to hit him. I don't know if that's actually good. I imagine like if the mage was actually good, we would get absolutely annihilated, but I think that is not the case. And I ended up getting Gladius. I realized that I have the wrong Gladius. Not at this moment, but shortly after. Ended up getting Omnibar. It set it up just a little bit, but I completely forgot how to do it completely. So it's like only showing one debuff, and I eventually had figured that out and fixed that. Yeah, winning round 1 went on for quite some time, but some of these other rounds are a little bit faster. That's one of the longest rounds, I think, maybe the second longest or the longest in general. I do remember typing and say a couple times in this match, so I think there's definitely something funny that happens here. But the only thing I do remember from this whole match was that I hit I think the mage for 176,000 XQ. It's pretty nasty. The main reason why I ended up playing my like horde character as much. So this is the one that I did all the PvE on, but also at the same time, I got incredibly lucky going in. And this might actually be season 2, or not season 2, week 2. My bad. Or this was like the end of week 1. Either way, week 1 was incredibly good for my horde character. I ended up getting the weapon from the vault, which was great. Then I also, from the time walking, ended up getting the fourth collar, or 171,000. There you go. That's the funny one. I was like, why did I hit so hard? He's just like, he was there and then just gone. It's kind of funny. It's like, yeah, we don't have to talk about that. What happened to him? And I'm kind of like paying attention to this guy from Ragnaros or whatever, the paladin. When I played paladin, at least, like it's so easy to have the ability to like give freedom to people, especially like even like making a macro to just give it to a certain person every single time. Like if he just gave me freedom, especially in a lot of these matchups, it would be game breaking. All right, game breaking, but it'd be like game changing. There we go, the right word. Even just like giving it to the healer, just giving it to somebody besides just himself would be a great help. But in my experience, I've only really run into like 2 players that play red that don't like freedom anybody else. Now, I also saw what the mage just said. I feel like we needed to talk about it, but you know, it's whatever. I don't really think the healer is the problem, to be honest, but we'll see in this situation. I think we actually never end up killing the healer, and if we do, it's probably like way later on into dampening. I also am wondering, like at this point, it's like I'm pretty sure we called rat. I don't remember. Maybe not. It's very curious, like what was happening at this point. Like this we're like both equally 1v1ing like our targets. Like he had pushed I think it was cloak and maybe vanish out of the rogue there, while I was like pushing bop out of the paladin, which, you know, is kind of a win, but we probably could have killed somebody if we were just hitting the same target. I mean, technically my bad, but also at the same time I feel like the rogue has better escape than paladin, because paladin can't self out. I don't know, bad judgment call, I guess. He finally gives freedom to the other dude, but it's a little too late. And since he had popped all of his stuff, which I did see out of the corner of my eye, I was like, all right, we definitely should go him. I apologize if I'm talking too much. Like, if you guys are just want to watch gameplay and whatnot, I totally understand. I am still relatively new to this game and like, you know, arena in general. My really only experience is Mythic Plus. So do mind you, I can't really explain it like other people. There's gonna be a lot of questions that I'm probably gonna just ask you guys, because you guys know more than me. I'm just out here, you know, zug, quite literally. I do come from a different game. Obviously, if you see my channel, I have a lot of Star Wars videos. Star Wars PvP, in my opinion, is some of the most fun. Currently, it's in a terrible state, hence why I'm playing WoW. But I played pretty much every other PvP game out there, and this is the first time I actually give WoW a chance, and I am thoroughly enjoying it, to be honest. So, happy times. It's unfortunate that he still dies to that, but it happens. I didn't really have to play that round, and I feel like they were extremely killable. I'm not really sure if that's a healer issue or anything. I didn't check what the HPS was or anything like that. I don't feel like this healer is like as bad as these, you know, DPS are leading them to be. But then again, I am playing Fury. Fury has a lot of percent healing, which makes it a little bit harder to just flat out kill, which means you kind of make up for healer gap, which is pretty nice. especially when it gets into dampening stages. So one good question is like, does anybody know if you can like steal freedom with Arcane Torrent? Should probably just Google that, to be honest, but that would be absolutely nasty if I could do that. Actually give me a reason to have my what do you call it? My blood elf. In that situation, I don't know if I actually killed him or he just died passively to something else. It looked like I was executed on him, but I didn't get any kill message. That's one thing I probably will get an add-on for, just so I can see like kill messages and then like have like an identification for like what abilities hit him. So like if I'm hitting something, you see damage number, have it like tied to an icon so you can see the icon damage. So if I did like a rampage stick, it would have a little rampage icon next to it. I think that would help with like visual clarity for me. I would prefer to minimize my UI a little bit further than what I currently have, but that'll take time. I'm a big fan of having less things showing, but once I get more comfortable with the game, I won't need as much showing. I ended up downloading Gladius X. I had no idea how good that was until I had first used it. And I have a video of me first using it and when it was broken, and it was just covering most of my screen. It was hilarious, in my opinion, to play, and it was hilarious probably to watch. So I will upload that for you guys' amusement. It was a pretty good match either way, but it was absolutely hilarious how I was playing with the window just covering up my entire screen. And I ended up getting tunneled for it for that entire, series. Just understandable, but it's like, okay. I guess just trying to choose me because round one. Which, like, it makes sense. Somebody plays bad at one of the rounds, you just assume that they're a bad player and just keep tunneling them. But anybody that, has any sort of thought process going on, you should realize that, hey, sometimes people are going to mess up with something, or maybe not have the right key bindings or something. There's so many things that could go wrong, right, in MMO, that you shouldn't always count on that. Now, if it's like 2 times, then it's like, obviously, okay, this person's just not on it. So you definitely punish them, but when it happens once and it's just not working anymore, probably not the play. And that was definitely a big issue with other games I played, PvP wise. The match is over. Pretty uneventful, but it was fun. I do have some other videos coming up. I hope you guys enjoyed. If not, it's alright. Let me know if you want more commentary or if you want to just put some music or something else. Other than that, appreciate you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.